Hi and welcome back to my channel. There we go. Hi and welcome back to my channel. And this video, I am Koala. Well, no. Okay. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. I am Caspian and I read some books. And for October, I am gonna participate in the Spookopoly challenge or like readathon that is hosted by Becca and the Books. Becca from Becca and the Books. I was contemplating a little while if I would do this video in Swedish or in English, but then I just realized that since the person holding this thing is English, then I should probably do it in English, even though I might read some Swedish books. So I am gonna do the challenge in a bit of so I'm gonna start off the month with a few prompts. So I'm gonna roll a couple of times to see my first like half of the month, and then after that I will roll with it. So I haven't decided on a TBR because I go to the library a lot. So I wanted to keep it open. I have one book that I hope will fit somewhere in the month of October that I'm gonna pick up from the library on the 4th of October. So I hope that will fit. And that is Alice. And I don't remember who. Yeah, Christina Henry. Yeah, Alice by Christina Henry, because I've got it on hold at the library and I'm gonna. The last day to pick it up is the 4th of October. So it will fit nice. I'm so glad I got it for October, but now I have to fit it into this. So I'm gonna roll a few times. I think I'm gonna start with 3 rolls. But if one or if the first or the second are double and have to roll again, then I won't do a separate third because I don't want to bring home too many books at the first half of the month, and I want to make some room maybe for yeah. So I'm gonna do it mainly like this. So I do have for my community tab, this is my prompts. I have these mini ones. This is just prompts like yeah, this is prompts. So this one, if I get one of these, the community cards, then I'm gonna pick them from the library. And then I have the chance cards, and on the chance cards, okay, so there are some empty here, I see. Yeah, and on the chance cards, I actually have books that are in my home library that I've picked up during my thrift shopping this summer, or a few newer books that I hope to maybe fit into my TBR this month, but it's not something I have to, but it would be fun. So we'll see. Most of the prompts around the board, I would probably look for it at the library if I don't have a book at home that I'm thinking of. So we'll see. We'll see where it ends up. So I'm gonna redo things here so that I can show you the board, and I'm gonna grab my dice and we're gonna see which 3 books I'm gonna read first. So as you can understand, if I get a prompt, I will only tell you the prompt because I'm not at the library today. So we'll see what I end up getting at the library when I get there. So and that's not going to be in this video. You're unfortunately going to have to find it out later, unless I know something. You know, if I'm like, oh yeah, that one, and I know that it's available. So yeah. Okay, so you are unfortunately seeing some mess over here. Here are some stuff for my annotating, and here's just some papers, and here's my cord to my computer that's normally sitting right here, and here's just some random paper and a glass of water. So yeah, I'm actually gonna get here are my dice, and I'm gonna go grab the thing I'm gonna move around with. Okay, so first of all, I don't have anything to roll the dice on, unfortunately, or like in like a box or something. I couldn't really find that. So not that will fit in the shot in a way, so we'll just have to make do. And then I'm gonna move around with this little bugger. Where's the camera? There is the camera. See if I can if I can get it to focus. No. But yeah, so it's a little skull. So I'm gonna put it on go over there because we're going this way. And I'm gonna take my dice. And I roll a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the TBR vet. So the TBR veteran that's this little bugger here. Is read a book that has been on your TBR for a very long time. And I actually have a book in mind. So, a TBR veteran. And I have one actually up here. That is a non-fictional book. It's Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, so I I have I haven't started it. This is just a sweet little bookmark that I have. I'm actually I opened it. So this is a book that I borrowed from the library. And then I started to read it, and I just read the prologue or something like that. I think that's the word. And I realized I wanted to annotate it and preface. That's the word. Preface. I just read that and I was like, I want to annotate this. I want to really consume this yeah, I want to maybe take my time, not necessarily take my time, but I wanted to annotate it. And I can't annotate library books, not that well. So I put it on my my list of want/need. I have talked about this before. And I actually got a surprise in the mail. I got this in the mail from a friend. Just like 3 days or maybe a week after I posted on social media that I was in love with this and I wanted to have it. So I got it in the mail and I've had it ever since. I've had it for a couple of months and it's been on my TBR, but I have had so many. I'm like one of those library hoarder kind of people. So when I go to the library, I have a thought in my head like I'm gonna feel like during September I had a list of prompts and I was like, okay, good. I have two prompts I want to fill. I'm gonna pick out 2 books. And then I came home with 4, which left me no room for any other books at that time, because the books I got were all like 2-week loans, so I was really had to commit to those. So I'm a library hoarder, and I want to read the books I'll borrow from the library. So this is gonna be my first one on my October TBR. That's amazing. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna put that up here, and we're gonna roll again for the second time. And there you can see I put the first book, and I'm gonna roll again, see what my second one is. A 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leatherface. Okay. Leatherface. I'm gonna have to. I have my papers here. I have printed the papers from Becca and the books. I'm gonna have to. I did watch her video about all of this, but I'm still gonna have to read it all again because I don't remember. I don't remember. What was Leatherface? Don't let the Sawyer family eat you. Read a book that features family as the main cast, a central theme or core part of the plot. So a family. I'm gonna have to take that with me to the library. So I'm gonna take one of these little things here and I'm gonna have to write that down. So I'm gonna do like this. Book number 2, prompt, leather face. And I'm gonna take that with me to the library when I go. Okay, so let's roll again. The third time. As I said, I'm gonna start with 3 books. 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blood. The prompt is blood. Let's see what the papers over here says about that. Blood. A book with a red cover. A book with a red cover. Okay, so my third prompt was blood, a book with a red cover. So how red is it? Does it have to be? Because I do have some red books in my home library in my other room that I could read. One is a mystery novel by Alexander McCall Smith, and I think the other one was more of a YA kind of book. I don't remember what type, but because it can't be like a second one in a series when I haven't read the first one. So I think I'm gonna do like this because I'm gonna pick up Alice when I go to the library. And I think I haven't seen the cover yet, but when I Googled it, I think the cover on the library book is the one with the black, like the profile of the rabbit, like the shadow of the rabbit in black, and then there are some red. I did think at first that the rabbit was bleeding, but it wasn't. I don't think so. So I think if there are red on the cover for Alice, I'm gonna pick that one. I'm gonna make that be because it's blood. There's gonna be blood in Alice, right? So if that has red on it, then that I'm gonna consider the prompt fulfilled, you know. And if it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to look around for another book, and I'm hopefully maybe I will just pick the one by Alexander McCall Smith when I get home if I don't find another book at the library that fits the prompt really much better and that isn't that long, because I don't want the book to be that long if I'm gonna squeeze it into my, because I want to read other books, you know. So I like this game so far, but that's gonna be a tricky one maybe, because I don't I only have like 2 books that I can read that are red, that have red covers, and I do have some books at home from the library at this moment that I could reborrow, like I relend, like I can extend the loan. That's what I'm talking about. I can extend the loan, but none of those have red covers. So those I'm just gonna be, if I want to read them, I'm gonna have to read them in between, or maybe at the same time as. I usually have 2 books at the same time that I'm reading. So one for like daytime, you know, cuddling up in the sofa, you know, like that, and taking a break during the day, reading something. And then I usually have a separate book that I read before bed, usually in Swedish, because my mind can more easily digest and consume Swedish material when when I'm tired. So And right now I am reading Never Let Me Go by Chicago. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna butcher the name. I'm not gonna butcher the name. Not on purpose. Not if I don't. No, I don't know how to pronounce the Japanese names. I'm not gonna. I don't have the book in front of me. So there we go for now. I'm gonna find some space in my on my shelf in my bedroom for this, so I don't have to touch the board at all until I roll again, which is probably gonna be like a week and a half from now, maybe 2 weeks, like a week and a half into October, I think. So I have a couple of books now that I'm reading because it's the end of September, and then I'm so glad that I can start this one. Because if I start this one on the 1st of October, I don't have to go to the library before the October 4th. And I think I have a couple of more books on hold that's going to be available to me by that time. So I'm going to go like on the 3rd or the 4th to the library, and I'm going to fulfill the prompt of Leatherface, and I'm going to fulfill the prompt of Blood. So yeah, that's where we are at this moment in time, and I feel like I'm gonna do a lot of reading in October, and if I don't, this is not gonna go well. So I would actually prefer not to pick a book from my home library unless I get a chance card where I have all of the titles of those. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching this far into the video. And I am trying to find other people that's also participating in the Spookopoly and Spookopoly readathon this month. I'm actually gonna extend my use of this. My thinking is, because I have another challenge for myself that starts in mid-November. And so I think I'm gonna use this board all the way through October and then half of November, or at least I'm gonna give myself time to read the books from the board, like halfway into November. That's the word, November, because I'm gonna start another challenge for myself in November. So, because I don't want like 2 weeks in between with nothing. That's not me. So whatever, I might not use the board in November, but I'm gonna maybe roll something at the end of October. I'm gonna be happy with it rolling into November, like the reading of that. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later, and let me know if you're also gonna be on this Spookopoly challenge readathon thing, and let me know what you will be reading. I'm gonna try to read as many thrillers, mysteries, horrors as possible. So we'll see what I find at the library. I'm gonna keep you updated. Don't worry. Thank you for watching once again, and if you have come this far, just leave me some kind of red emoji for my blood prompt. Just leave me a red emoji, like a red book maybe, or blood emoji. I know there are a blood emoji, one blood emoji. Maybe give me a couple of tips on some titles that is kind of well known, because if they're well known, they might be available in Sweden as well, that I can pick up and see if my library has them. So if you wanna help me a little bit and check before you actually give me some tips, I use the Stockholm library, so I use the Stockholm library system. And if you speak Swedish, you can absolutely go on there and search the book and see if they have it before you before you tip me off. Because sometimes they don't have. Sometimes I'm like, this is such a popular book, they have to have this, and then I'm on the site and I'm like, what? And then there's some random author that I have never heard about until like one person mentioned it, and they have that. So it can be quite random. But the library system is also very big, so they have a lot of books available. So and I can go to different libraries. It doesn't have to be a specific library in the Stockholm library system, because we have a great train and bus system in Stockholm, so I can go to almost any one of those. Yeah. So thank you, and have a lovely day, happy reading, and happy Spookopoly month. Bye.